The next few poses will be done in a standing position. Please move slowly and at your own pace. Keep the sturdy chair nearby for balance if needed. If you find that I'm talking faster than you are moving, please take your time and do fewer repetitions. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Place the feet about hips-width apart and grounded on the floor. Lift the toes and spread them nice and wide, and feel the navel pull gently in towards the spine. Push the toes into the floor and lean forward just a little bit. Feel the muscles that keep you steady. Lean back just a little bit and feel the toes come up. Feel the muscles that keep you steady in this position. Now push all four corners of the feet into the floor. Notice the steadiness of mountain pose. Notice how the steadiness of mountain pose feels. On the next inhale, roll the shoulders towards the ears, back and down so the shoulders are slightly open. Let the palms rest open to the side. Inhale and let the arms rise with the palms facing up. Exhale, bend at the elbows and allow the hands to come down the center line. Sink into the knees just a little. Repeat this again. Inhale, lift the arms with the palms facing up. Allow the hands and face to be relaxed. Continue with this movement at your own pace. Breathe as you move and try to coordinate the breath with the movement. On the next breath, lift the arms back over the head. Fingertips point in, palms face up. Imagine that you have candles in the palms of your hands and you do not want to spill them. Turn the fingertips so they face behind you. The palms remain up. Turn the fingertips to the side and then to the front like an offering, then out to the side walls. Breathe as you move, up to the top with the fingers facing in again, towards one another, and then forwards like an offering, then out to the side walls. Breathe as you move, up to the top with the fingers facing in again. Let's do this rotation one more time. After the second rotation, allow the hands to cascade down by the side and let them rest. Pause for one slow inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. This next exercise is excellent for strengthening the spine and gently stretching the muscles of the back, front, and sides. Attempt to make the movement easeful and gentle. We will do these movements with various arm positions. The first arm position is the easiest. Please be sure to stay with the one that feels best for your body. We will demonstrate them all. Take the right hand to the waist and then the left. Roll the shoulders open. And on the exhale, inhale back to the center. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And on the next inhale, gently pull the navel towards the spine. Pull the shoulder blades softly together. Get a small lift in the chin and feel a sense of lengthening through the front of the body. On the next exhale, begin to fold gently forward. It does not have to be all the way. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale and rise back to a standing position. Open the left arm to the side. Keep the elbow bent. Leave the right hand on the waist. Inhale. Exhale, lean slightly to the right, and then return back to the center. Bring the left hand down to the waist. Lift the right arm. Inhale. Exhale and lengthen to the left. Return to the center. Roll the shoulders open. Gently pull the navel in towards the spine. Pull the shoulder blades softly together. Get a small lift in the chin. Exhale and fold forward halfway. Inhale back to standing. Open the left arm again. Inhale, and on the exhale, lean to the right. Inhale and return back to the center. Place the left hand on the waist. Lift the right arm. Inhale. On the exhale, lean to the left. Inhale and return back to the center. Roll the shoulders open. Lengthen through the front of the body. Slightly pull the shoulder blades together. Get a small lift in the chin. Exhale and fold forward. Knees slightly bent. Inhale and return to standing in mountain pose. Pause for a moment. Inhale and exhale. For this warrior sequence, attempt to keep the movements gentle and relaxed. If you notice that you are struggling, move the feet closer together. Lower the arms or make the movements smaller. This pose is great for strengthening the legs, respiration, and opening the shoulders. Step the left foot forward just a few feet. The back foot points in at a 45-degree angle. The front knee bends and the hips face front if possible. Inhale, open the arms and bend at the elbows. On the exhale, bring the hands and elbows towards each other. Inhale, open the arms and push the heart softly forwards. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, bring the arms together. Inhale, open the arms to where you feel comfortable. Exhale, relax the arms inwards. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, exhale. Bring the hands back down by the side, return to mountain pose. One breath here. Inhale, exhale. Step the right foot forward. Take a moment, there's no rush. Ground the back foot into the floor. Bend the front knee. When you are ready, open the arms. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands and elbows towards one another. Inhale, open the arms. This is a relaxed opening in the chest. Exhale, bring the hands and arms towards one another. Inhale, repeat again, creating spaciousness with a full inhale. Exhale, contract and relax the arms slightly. 2 more times at your own pace. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let the hands rest down by the side and return back to mountain pose. Pause here for a few breaths.
morning, everyone. Welcome everyone to live Sunday Peace Time program hosted by Peace Point Meditation at the Makaya International Meditation Center in Azusa, California, USA. My name is Ven.sophon Panyasopanoe. I am the Buddhist monk teaching at the Makaya International Meditation Center. Welcome everyone to the program and thank you for joining today. I would like to say hi to some of you who already joined the program now from Facebook. We have Rosa B. Welcome you to the program, Rosa. Thank you for joining. And some of you from YouTube, thank you very much for joining. If you would like to introduce yourself a little bit, it would be great. So I can say hi to you and know who you are and then become friends in meditation community. Okay. So today is Sunday. It's a happy Sunday for everyone. I hope that everyone be peaceful and can find your happy moment in your life as everyone stay at home safely, and we know that what's going on with the pandemic, it looks like fearful for everyone around the world, and we understand the uncertainty of the disease, trying to distract our mind, distract our life to feel negative negative feelings and feel bad about the uncertainty, feel bad about the negative things that may take out our happiness that we have had before. And this program we designed to lift up everyone to have the strong mind, have will in mind to overcome the uncertainty, the negative mind from the change of the world through the spiritual practice. This is called meditation. And also we are able to learn about the wisdom talk, which is the content that will help us to understand ourselves, understand our mind, how to cope with the problems, cope with the uncertainty with peace and mindfulness. And this practice, spiritual practice, is fit for everyone, every faith, every religion, and every race, age, any kind of background you have. You can practice it with no burdens, no boundaries, because it's a practice to strengthen our mind, which is we all have the same as we are human beings. We have mind and body, and we should take the best, taking care the best of our mind and body to live in our life happily with well-being, that we don't worry about anything in life. The mind is a master of the physical body. So whenever you feel happy or unhappy, the mind will start to feel first. Whatever change outside, whatever happening, the mind can find its way to the happiness. So don't let the negative things, negative situation to take the mind to be down. We control our mind to stay with the positive energy as much as we can. And today, I would like everyone to learn how to meditate again and to continue our practice daily as a consistency in the practice, because the mind need to practice, need to train as much as we can, because it's difficult to stay the mind still and focus. And the nature of the mind is restless, it's never still, and it's also sensitive with the different feelings, different external things. If we can control the mind to stay within ourselves, to stay with the body, with mindfulness, with awareness, so we are able to stay in the present moment. That means that the mind will not stay outside with the past, with the future that never come, with the past that already done and never change it, cannot change it. But we can stay in the present moment with mindfulness to see our value of ourselves, to see how our mind being, how our mind feeling. And that's help us to absorb the happiness in the present moment better, instead of we spend time with the bitterness or the problem in the past that already done, the sadness in the past from we may have lost people, our beloved ones in the past. We may lose some happiness in the past. We may lose some money, some financing, and any kind of things that we lose it in the past. If we take it to the present moment, so the mind is not going to stay present. It will stay the past and be worried and negative, even though we cannot change anything. So we have a choice. We have a choice to be in the past, in the future, or in the present moment. If we can stay in the present moment longer, so we can conquer the happiness in the present moment. Okay, so this is the technique of how we control mind through the meditation practice that we should practice regularly and daily. And today, before we practice meditation as a peace time, I would like to tell my peace story that I experienced, I had in the past, in about 17 years ago. At that moment, I was the lay staff at New Jersey Meditation Center, and I'm happy to tell my story, and it's about the generosity. Generosity is the action that we have in mind, that we can share what we have more than enough and to share with others people. And that sharing is becoming the energy, the power in our mind to drive on and create another kind of generosity, on and on. Because every action, from thinking, from speaking, from doing, has consequences. It produces the energy. It's called the positive energy, as same as any kind of energy that we have known, like the electricity, the heat, the wind. But for the goodness, the good actions, it may be difficult to touch it, to sense it with the equipment. But there's the best equipment to know the goodness energy exists, the positive energy exists. It is our mind. Okay, our mind can detect, can feel the positive energy or bad energy or negative energy as well. When we experience or feel the positive energy, we feel calm, we feel happy, we feel good. Like the same way we have the appliances to detect the electricity power, the power from the electricity, that when we turn on the TV, so you can see the movie, see the channels. When you use the fridge. The fridge is cool because of electricity in there. When we use the iron, so the iron become hot, right? And we can iron the clothes. This is because of the electricity in the iron, so they can make it heat up the iron that they can use it. So this is the equipment, the devices that can prove that the energy exists. Now we know that the mind can detect the positive or negative energy. So generosity is one of the positive energy that is free energy. It's a natural energy that we can gain from our mind. Okay, so the mind is like a factory, can produce the positive energy or the negative energy as well. It depends on how we control the mind to stay with side. If we can stay the mind with the positive side, so the mind will produce the positive energy, and it will drive our thinking, our speaking, our action in the positive way. So today I want to show you my story that about the generosity. It's a positive energy that have the consequences, have the effect of it. I show you for my slide now. So it was fall in 2003. Okay, I was a lay staff at New Jersey Meditation Center. So the center was located in Maywood City. It's about 15 minutes away from New York City. And the center usually had members come to offer meals to the monks every day. One of the members, who was Thai, invited her American friend to come with her. Her friend had survived the 9/11 tragedy. Her name was Vaughn, a middle-aged French-American woman. She was a former English teacher and later worked at the World Trade Center. Vaughn was fortunate that she was outside the building just before the World Trade Center was hit by the plane. And she was depressed after the tragedy, as she lost many of her friends. When she met her Thai friend, she suggested that she come to the meditation center and practice meditation and offer food to monks. Then she felt very blessed, and this helped her to alleviate her depression. She also offered English teaching to the monks and staff every week for free. So she's very generous. She's very kind. So I can remember that she taught me and other monks how to pick up the phone in English. So it's interesting that we learn something new, because at that time, my English is not really good. So she helped us a lot in using English in daily life and pick up the phone. And one day, after the English class finished, I offered Vaughn a ride to her home in order to thank her for her generosity, as because she didn't have a car and came to the center with her Thai friend. Vaughn's home was near the Bear Mountain State Park in northern New York. It takes about 1.5 hours by car. Vaughn and I had a great time on the trip, as I was able to practice speaking English with her along the way. So we spent a good time on that. So she asked me about the center, about meditation. I asked her in English. It's like she helped me to correct the conversation, the vocabulary. So learn a lot about English speaking along the way back to her home. So we took Palisades Parkway. The Palisades Parkway is a historical road which is full of dense woods and beautiful scenery along the Hudson River. Some of you may have been to New York, New Jersey before. You may imagine that from the slide that New Jersey and New York have Hudson River as a border. We crossed the Hudson River over the beautiful bridge and passed the colorful autumn forest. Very beautiful forest. See different colors in there. Very peaceful when we drive in the fall season. So once we arrived at Vaughn's house, I was warmly welcomed by her father, who invited me to stay for a while. And her father invited me to have dinner with them. But I say no to them because I kept the 8 precept at that moment, at that time. I told them that I had only 2 meals a day, breakfast and lunch, but I could have some drink, some dairy product. So he offered me the ice cream. I remember it's a vanilla ice cream. It's very delicious. So I took that, and I spent time with Vaughn and her father in this nice and peaceful European house amidst the fresh air and surrounding forest, like in the picture. As Vaughn introduced me to her father, she explained to her father about what I do. Her father urged me to guide them in meditation. Yeah, obviously, Vaughn talked with me along the way drive back to her home about meditation. So when I got there, so they really want to meditate, urged me to guide them to meditate. At first, I was reluctant to say yes. Then I remember how nice they were and thought I should take advantage of the good opportunity, because I never guide meditation to adults before. But I remember that when I was there, I used to teach meditation for the kids. So it's just simple word like I use for the kid, like you imagine the crystal ball, how it look like, it's clear, it's shining, right? Something like that, and let them repeat Samma Arahang and just imagine the crystal ball inside their stomach. That's for the kids. But for the adults, I never done before. This is the first time ever for my life that I was going to guide Vaughn and her father to meditate. Therefore, I say yes to them. I start the feeling of a little excited and at the beginning of the guidance. Then I began to be calm. Once my mind was gradually still. So now you can see that whenever you feel frustrated, excited, or feel like nervous when you in front of the public, or like speaking in front of a lot of people, something like that. So be calm. Okay, be calm. Take a deep breath in and out a few times, and then the relaxation comes to your mind. The calmer you release the feeling of being nervous, the feeling of exciting. So this technique that you can use whenever you feel bad or feel frustrated or feel like not good about in front of people. So be calm first. So what I did, I just calm my mind with the breathing at the beginning, and then there's the energy in the mind that guide me to continue. Vaughn and her father had a very good experience. They felt calm and very relaxed. You know what? I didn't do anything much. I didn't guide much about meditation. I just one thing that I have learned from my teacher monks that whenever you guide meditation, so you don't really prepare a lot of things. So first of all, you should think about the teacher, spiritual teacher. And my teacher is Prabhupada Tepuni, or the great master who rediscovered the middle way meditation. So this technique we also practice regularly, and the same technique that I am going to guide you today. And once we think about him, and then the teaching, the way of teaching will come. It's kind of connection with the spiritual energy with my teacher. So not many sentences I used in the guidance. I just used the relax, clear and bright, and Samma Arahang, something like that. So it turns out good experience for Fawn and her father. They thanked me for guiding meditation, and I suggested that they practice meditation on their own regularly. And it was dusk, and I needed to get back to the center. I said goodbye to them and drove back the same route. And I didn't realize that the car needed gasoline before leaving the center. So after 30 minutes of driving, the gas gauge showed almost empty. So it is difficult time for me right after I drove back to the center. I started to worry about finding the nearest gas station. And unfortunately, there was no gas station on Palisade Parkway. Moreover, there was no cell phone signal at all, as it was in the mountain area. Well, I tried to calm my mind and think of the best solution while my hand was sweating. I keep thinking and worry about what's not happening. I thought that what if the car stopped and it's in the dark, and what am I gonna do? I have no phone signal. What I can do, I should wait here on the curbside. And so a lot of thoughts that keep me worried and be nervous and frustrated along the way of driving. So it made my hands were sweating along the way back. So I try to calm my mind down with the mantra, Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang is Pali language. It means righteous way to purity. Righteous way to purity, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Keep repeating that word in my mind to replace the negative thoughts that make me feel worried about it. So it helped me a lot to stay my mind calm. And at that moment, once my mind calm, I got the good idea come up in my mind that I need to take an exit, the nearest exit, to find a gas station in the cities nearby. Then I decided to take a nearest exit to fill up with gas. Once I took the exit, I figured out that I would see the city and people, right? But it was a nightmare for me again. After I took an exit, I found another long road with dense forest and no city at all. Oh no, I said to myself. The gas gauge was under the east side already. Then another good thought come into my mind that I need to do something. Then I made a quick U-turn back to the same route again. Now I could hardly see anything except the road. It was already sunset. I still have hope in my mind. Why the mind is have the mantra samarahang, samarahang, and calm, calm, calm. I drove as slow as I could to save gas. Eventually, I stopped at the rest area. There was no gas station in the rest area in the Palisade Parkway. Just restrooms and vending machine. And there was only one car parked at the rest area. I was so happy to see that car. You know why? Because once we have people, right? So I can ask them where I can find the nearest gas station, right? So the same way that if we don't see anyone, so we have no hope, right? Who's gonna help us? But I'm very, even though only one person, I don't know how he's gonna help me, but I really very strong believe that he would know, because he might be the local people in that area. And then I was so happy and hurried to approach that person who was standing by the car. And I asked him, "Hello, sir. Do you know where the nearest gas station is?" I was disappointed to hear his answer. He said, "I don't know. My car also ran out of gas." Oh, really? So did I. We were in the same situation. There's another feeling of being upset for me again. But I feel like that guy, that man, don't feel really worried about his car that ran out of gas. He continued to say, "Well, my wife is going to bring gas to me. Wow. I'm waiting for her now." I heard what he said. I was like a kid in a candy shop. When you see like a kid, see the candy, we really want it, right? But I have to calm my mind. I am like a shy person. I don't want to get anything from anyone without permission or asking until someone tell me and give to me. So at that moment, the man's wife arrived at the scene with portable gas tank to fill her husband's tank. I feel like, wow, I'm so excited to see the gasoline, even though I don't know how to get it or not. The man then told me without asking for me, "I will give you a gallon of gas. I will give you a gallon of gas." I just stunned for what he said. I quickly thanked him. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then I asked to pay them a gas. I asked to pay them for the gas. The man didn't want anything from me. He didn't want anything from me. They hoped the gallon of gas would help me to get the next gas station. I was so happy and grateful for their generosity. And then I left the service area, the rest area, and continued to find the next gas station. Not too long, about 3 or 4 miles away from the rest area. Then I can fill my car with gasoline, full tank, fill up, and then I can drive back to Meditation Center, New Jersey, with safely. So the story is ended. Okay, the story ended. It's a happy ending. Happy ending, happy starting, and happy ending, and maybe something exciting at the middle, as I told you. So it can tell us the story, many things, right? So you may have learned many things, have a lot of reflection from this. So what do you think for my story? What do you think? You can share your ideas, share your reflection on YouTube, on Facebook. Let me know. But for me, I could reflect the whole story, and I would like to share with you. So first thing that I learned from my story is life is uncertain and catastrophe doesn't always happen to everyone. So this make me think about Vaughn's story that many people have died from 9/11 tragedy, but Vaughn and many were survived. Why? This may be hard to explain in logical way because we could not see the cause of it with our naked eyes, with a scientific experiment, like we can prove the cause and effect of the things, material things, but it is about the spiritual matter. So we cannot use the scientific experiment to understand, as same as we cannot see the virus, but with the proper protection, proper understanding and the knowledge, so we can understand more about the COVID-19, for example. So once we know what a virus is look like and how to stop it, how to stop spreading, so we come out with the face mask, right? Social distancing and the medication. So because of we know deeper, understand the virus with the proper way on proper knowledge, right? So the good energy as well in life, the energy that is part of spiritual matter. So it can be the energy that protect ourselves from danger and bad situations. And it can be perceived from well-training mind through meditation. So the mind can detect the energy, as I said in the beginning, and with the spiritual practice, so the mind become finer, refined, and be able to understand the world, understand something the material way cannot prove it. Okay. And the more good energy and the less effects on our life. So Vaughn's life, it would be explained in the spiritual energy that she might have a lot of good energy during the tragedy, and then help her to stay outside the building. So she survived from that. And the second reflection that I learned from my peace story is focus and calm mind helps us in difficult situations. Obviously, that when we face the difficult times or negative situations, most people struggle to figure out the solution and want the satisfaction back, have expectation to get back to the same feeling, the same happiness that we had before, and then try every way to get that happiness back, to solve the problem as quick as they can. But every problem cannot be fixed, cannot be solved quicker, right? Quickly, it takes time. When we calm the mind, it help the mind to be patient, like wait and see. Like we have the stop sign in the traffic for the car to stop and see which direction we should go. Is it safe enough to go on, right? Because many things around us is uncertain, is a lot of things going on, many conditions that sometimes difficult to use the rapid way to solve a problem. So with the calm mind, focused mind, can help us to focus at one point with the feeling of peace and relax first. Once the mind relax, so it's like a water. It's like a water has from the crowded one, it's become clear. So once the water clear, so we can see through it. Okay. This is the effect or the benefit of being focused or calm mind that help us in difficult situation with at ease. You can imagine that some problem when you be calm, and it can be solved easily, right? Sometimes you don't need to do anything, just wait and see, and then it's just gone. And also, the ability to calm the mind, focus the mind is like the way we search things in the dark with the flashlight. Okay, so the flashlight is like a mind. If we focus the flashlight at one point, the beam of the light can penetrate the darkness, so we can see the object clearly in the dark. Okay, instead of the scatter light, so sometimes it doesn't see things clearly because it's not really intense of the brightness. The third reflection I learned from my story is generosity creates generosity. Generosity creates generosity. So get back to the story. The generosity is the virtue of giving. Okay, giving and sharing. The giving creates a spaciousness in the mind. It doesn't mean that we lose something, but it's open our mind, open our heart to see, to allow, have space in our mind for what? To welcome the good energy and let go our greed, let go our selfishness. Okay, people who have a lot, it doesn't mean they're happy. Okay, you may see many rich person, they're not really happy, even though they have everything, but because of they worry about people may steal their properties, worry about the business. So it's many things in the mind that comes even though they have anything. So having everything doesn't mean to guarantee their happiness, but once we let go, once we share, so becoming the generosity energy that creates the positive force in our mind, in our life, that store in our mind, and it would attract the same frequency of positive energy in different sources. For example, warm generosity in teaching English for monks and staff that creates generosity in me to willing to drive her home and guide her meditation. So if she didn't show her generosity for that, maybe I just feel nothing about my helping to drive her home, maybe. But this kind of energy that connect and continue to the next person. And this generosity action creates positivity in myself, and to attract another good energy from the kind man, or the kind couples who show their generosity by sharing gasoline with me. So it also can be explained in the law of karma or the law of cause and effects. The good deeds, good action we have done, it will come back to us in different ways. It will get back as what we reap, we sow it. Okay, all things goes around will comes around. Same thing. So sometimes it takes time, but it will come back later or sooner. And the last reflection that I have learned from my story is generosity can be practiced through meditation. How generosity can be practiced through meditation? Okay, so let's go into the practice. When we meditate, okay, the action we let go our desire in the material things, like when we start to we plan or have commitment in meditation, like I will meditate this morning with peace time program with Venerable Sopon. So this is the first generosity you have to your mind, that you let go your desire to watch movie, your desire to have something to eat, your desire to play game, your desire to talk on the phone. That becoming generosity for yourself, that you let go or give in the desire or any kind of distractions. Like you try to tell people that I'm busy this morning because I want to stay with the peace time program. This is what we give in your time to keep your time with meditation, with yourself, with your mind. And also you let go or give in your forgiveness during meditation. At the time that we may have some angry mind or irritation with some situation, you may have some problem or people, you may have get angry with that person. And once we close the eyes and we start to share loving kindness, and we don't attach with that feeling, so we let go we have forgiveness and let go angers. See, so forgiveness come up in your mind because you let go your anger. So that means that the mind becoming clearer from the negative force, negative energy. And generosity can be created person extended family. Okay, so when we meditate, people will see you the new person, see us as a calm person, happy person, enduring person. This is a way that we can let go our bias, let go our ego. And then once we free from ego, free from bias, so become beloved person for others, enduring person for many people. So the good thing come to us, the good friends, the good opportunity come to us once we meditate and use generosity for itself. You see, this is very important, generosity by itself. not only for others. So if we practice meditation regularly, generosity in our mind will expand and cultivate in our mind and let us to easy to share, easy to forgive any mistake of someone's, easy to let go the something bad in the past that we still hold it. And we become improve our emotion, control our emotion better than before. Okay. Okay. So I hope my story can give you some ideas, some reflection, some morality that can teach yourself and can learn the life from myself, from people in the story. And it's assure ourselves that peace energy, positive energy works, positive energy effects from the generosity exist. So from now on, I would like everyone to create our own generosity or the positive energy to meditation practice. So it's a good time for us to meditate now. I hope that everyone get ready, right? Okay, now let's meditate. Prepare yourself to sit meditation. Sit back and relax. Find your own most comfortable corner at home, the most comfortable position. Okay, once you found your most comfortable position, now very softly, very gently, slowly close our eyes. Close our eyes softly and gently, as if we are going to fall asleep. We don't squeeze our eyeballs. We relax the eyelids. We close our eyes about 90% shut. And we relax entire body. We scan our body to make sure every part of the body is relaxed. Allow every cell of the body becoming soft and gentle. We start the relaxation of the muscle on our head, down to our forehead, our face, our chin, our jaw. Loosen the muscle of our neck, our shoulders, our back. Keep our back upright. Make the head and back one straight line. To keep the spine to be straight. That will help us to sit comfortably in the balanced position, to let the air and blood circulation to flow freely. We relax the muscle of our arms down to our hands and fingers. Relax the muscle of our trunk down to our hips, our bottom, our upper legs, down to our knees, to our lower legs, all the way down to the tip of the toes. Relax. Relax and be mindful. We maintain awareness with our relaxation on the body. Keep the awareness with our relaxation continuously until we feel entire body completely relaxed. There is no sign of tension at all. And we keep our mind calm at this moment with the relaxation that we have now, that we feel so relaxed, so comfortable with this posture. We feel we are sitting alone in the vast open space. We can imagine we are sitting in the middle of the calm and serene forest. There's an open sky above us. We can feel the air so fresh, the smell of the nature that suits our mind to be peaceful, so free and relaxed. We absorb the feeling of nature. We're sitting on the top of a mountain with the greenery of the scenery, with the mountain, with the wildlife, with the trees, and the fresh air around us. It's so cool and calm at this moment. And we take a few deep breaths to fill in the freshness from the nature. We slowly breathe in deeply, long, to allow fresh air flow down to fill our mind, body. Let the freshness as a positive energy to fill our body and mind deeply down until reaching the center of our stomach. And slowly breathe out. When we breathe out, we release the worries or negative feelings out of the mind. Breathe in deeply, slowly, and breathe out. Relax. Let go of negative feelings out of the mind. Feel calm and relaxed. Now we may feel the mind becoming softer, becoming tender, so still and relaxed, with less worrying thoughts, less negative feelings and emotions. Our mind becoming free from our concern and worries, becoming peaceful and joyful. with the nature, with the tranquility and serenity, with the openness where we're sitting. We feel joyful and relaxed where we're sitting alone with no concern about anything in life. We keep the feeling of happiness here and now as long as we can. There is no expectation, no worry about the time, no pay attention to any kind of distraction from outside. Keep calm with one feeling, a feeling of comfort and relaxation with our physical body, with the freshness, with the serenity, so peaceful. There's no need to think of anything. This is the time for the mind to rest, to take a rest at its home, which is called the center of the body. It's located right in the center of the body. Wherever we feel most comfortable at this moment, the mind will stay with peace and will go and find its way to the center of its home by itself. We don't need to bring the mind to the center right away. We just stay calm and peaceful at any point. It is the peaceful point inside the body with relaxed and comfortable feeling every moment. Find the balance of comfortable feeling, both mind and body, with the mindfulness continuously. If the mind wanders, just keep the mind back with a feeling of relaxation, with the breathing, or with the bright shining object like crystal ball, the full moon, the star, or the sun. Or you just repeat the mantra, Sammarahang, 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 Sammarahang. Stay our mind with a peaceful feeling, with a bright shining object or the mantra continuously. Take the best technique for ourselves to maintain the mind peaceful and relaxed continuously and consistently, with no expectation at all. Be neutral for our own mind. Allow the mind to be naturally rest. Observe the feeling of positivity that we may experience, the spaciousness from within, the peace and happiness becoming more and more as the mind becoming a standstill and relaxed. Observe our mind with peace. with no doubt, no question at all. Whatever happened, just let it be and observe with peace, with neutral mind, moment by moment. Now we may continue our own practice in silence. maintain the mind softly and gently with peace and joy, with neutral feeling consciously. We be satisfied and be kind with our own mind. Embrace the positive feelings from the stillness of the mind that let us feel so relaxed, so comfortable and content. The inner peace will grow, connect with the mind automatically. Once the mind becoming a standstill further, becoming less thoughts, less negative energy, the peace energy will occupy the mind to allow the mind to expand, that we can feel the expansion of our feeling of peace, the expansion of the inner space, that becoming the cleansing process. The mind is purified further. The mind is purifying as it is becoming a standstill, that we can feel the spaciousness, feeling of emptiness from within. Some of us may experience the body transformation, that we feel there is no physical body. We feel like the mind and body become one. And let us feel so happy and so peaceful that the mind is full of peace energy. The peace energy keep arising and expanding from within, becoming the feeling of openness and wide open, no boundary, becoming the open space that full of purity, full of happiness, so calm and relaxed, so energized. If we experience the brightness, the spotlight, we just observe and let it be. Allow the mind to absorb the peace energy consciously, with no expectation, no rush, no question and criticizing, no engagements, no criticizing. Just be neutral as much as we can, be at peace, be content. As the peace energy becoming immense and expansive, we just allow peace energy to radiate in all directions. Let it becoming love and kindness, happiness and compassion, and let it share with all living beings around us. Let it cover, reaching all living beings around the house. Let it encircling the whole city and state, expanding further encircling the whole world and universe. As we are the center of peace energy, we make a wish for all living beings to be happy, be peaceful, be free from suffering and danger, be well, free from ill will. May they be filled with peace and joy. May all be safe from all kinds of sicknesses. We share love and kindness for those who pass away from COVID-19 around the world. May all rest in peace. We share love and kindness with our beloved ones, our family, our parents. Let peace energy becoming the gratitude to bring them happiness, peace, wisdom, prosperity. May they be happy. May they be free from suffering and danger. If our beloved ones pass away, may they rest in peace. We are the center of peace energy, so calm, so peaceful from within, so bright and clear as the purity of the mind becoming more and more. At the end of session, we are going to make a wish for oneself with the peace energy. Let it fulfill our life to be prosperous, be safe from all sicknesses, be free from suffering and danger. We may continue to make a wish for a while. We maintain the mind peaceful, relaxed. Keep the happiness within our mind at the center space. Now we are going to reconnect the mind with the surroundings. We just simply expand our awareness that full of peace and happiness to the physical senses, that we can feel the physical body, that we can move every posture. We can hear the sound of the nature, of the environment. Now very softly and very gently, whenever we are ready, slowly open our eyes. I hope you have a great experience. I hope you have peace in mind. And some of you may have something to make a correction in your practice. Please observe your mind, observe your practice, and readjust it for next time. Especially your body, your mind should go hand in hand to let it comfortable as much as you can. And awareness with your mind, don't let it go further to outside things, or just keep the mind comfortable and relaxed without making any effort at all. So observe that the physical body will tell you that if you go the right way or not. If not the right path, if not the right technique, you're becoming headache, become stressful. You can feel it. So we need to adjust it, readjust it anytime until you can find the balance of comfortable, relaxed, and consciousness. Okay, so if you like to extend your practice to improve your mind, I would like to recommend you to join the next event of our peaceful meditation. Is called virtual one-day meditation retreat. So it's coming up on Saturday, August 15, from 9 to 9 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. evening. So it's by Zoom meeting. So we have information at the peacepointmeditation.org. So you can register from that, and you are going to learn more about meditation technique. The one technique with the experienced teacher monks from Peace Point Meditation, and either from DMC, from Thailand. So I like everyone to join and be part of it. It's the first time ever we have the virtual retreat. So keep in mind, generosity, we create generosity. Once we have generous mind, our mind never narrow, have wide open to spread out the generosity to help others to be happy. We happy, the happiness will create the positive energy to create another action of goodness. Thank you and hope to see you next time. Don't forget to join our virtual retreat coming on Saturday. And this evening, Sunday, we also have the Peace Break program led by Venerable Peter. So please tune in and see you again. And be safe. May the power of purity of myself, also my teacher, the peace energy we have gained today will bring you happiness, success, purity in your mind. Whenever you meditate, may you attain the inner peace, the true happiness in your mind easily, without delay. Thank you. Bye bye now.